Written and directed by Seth Radhan, Pudhupettai is the kind of movie, the more you watch it, the more you love it. Pudhupettai tells a story of a boy from Pudhupettai who became a gangster. We begins where Dhanush is in a dark place and we see him, he's talking to himself. Then he starts telling his story. Then he takes us back to his childhood, where Dhanush is a normal kid who goes to school every day. I don't know, he goes to school. While he was going to school, he sees bunch of kids dancing on a band. So he start dancing. Every time I watch that scene, I start dancing with him. Then his mother comes and beats him for dancing on a street and not going to school. Yanga area song begin, which is hilarious and also catchy. It consists of a lot of funny moments, like Dhanush dancing at somebody's funeral while the song was playing. Dhanush impressing a girl by showing a bunch of cigarettes, and Dhanush dance. If Dhanush dance doesn't make you feel good, I don't know what will. Because Dhanush dance in this song is just awesome. Director does this thing. First he makes you happy. He makes you feel good. Then he just takes that away from you. Movie gets started after this song. And after this song is over, and you keep asking yourself, there is no way this movie can get darker after the scene I just watched. But you are wrong. This movie gets darker after every dark scene. Every time it just stops. What makes Pudhupettai such a great film is because of the cinematography by Arvind Krishna. The way action scenes and dance scenes are shot are just treat to watch on the screen. There are so many great action scenes in this movie. I think the best one has to be the one where Dhanush was trying to escape from the drones of other men. It was kind of funny at the first. It turned up so badly, it got dirty. Blood was all over his face and he was bleeding. And then he kills one person by just punching him. And his gang member saves him. I always watched that scene and said one line, legend was born. And his name was Kokkikumarr. There are so many sad moments in this movie. I think the saddest of them all has to be one where Dhanush was saying goodbye to his child. Dhanush poured his heart out during that scene. It is like this. From Hollywood, Vijay Godfather as the best gangster film. From Bollywood, Vijay Gangster was Tasha. And from Tollywood, we did this masterpiece. If you give me 3 hours to watch a film, I'll choose this one. Because NASA was very Sisala. You see what I did there? Nah, sorry. Dhanush was born to play this role. There is nobody who can play the Kokkikumarr better than Dhanush. If some actor told me I can do a better job than Dhanush, I will just say fuck up to him. Because by saying that line, you're just showing the disrespect to the artist who has given a performance of a lifetime. Nobody can play Kokkikumarr better than Dhanush. This is his role. This is the role that he will remember for. Supporting cast consists of Sneha playing the second lead in this movie. The chemistry she has on the screen with Dhanush is just beautiful. The scene where Dhanush and Sneha move into a new house, Sneha was explaining Dhanush about each room of the house will be used for. Whenever I watch that scene, it just makes me happy. Her role is a kind of role which challenges the actress mentally as well as physically, but she did this role with perfection. The scene where she got beaten up by the gangster Anbu, which was hard to watch for anybody. She did a commendable job during that scene. I always see Pudhupettai as a love story of a gangster and a prostitute. Sonia Agrawal. She doesn't have a lot of screen time, but she has one monologue, and she nails it out of the park. because that monologue changes everything. Balasin playing the horrible gangster Ambu. Prithviraj as a multi playing a perfect villain for our anti-hero Kokkikumarr. Some Perumal playing the perfect corrupted politician and all Kokkikumarr's gang member. They're just awesome. They're just perfectly guy. The guy who plays his best friend in the movie Adulam is in this movie too. The guy who plays his brother-in-law and all of his gang member. They are just perfectly cast. That's the reason why Kokkikumarr is so awesome. I always remember how I found this masterpiece. 1 year ago, I watched Vikram Veda. I love Vijay role as a Veda. Then I was finding his movies to watch. Then I found this masterpiece. My first reaction was Dhanush and Sethupathi is in the same movie. It's a dream cast. So this movie was on top to my watch list. But I need to watch this film twice to see Vijay Sethupathi. I'm sorry, it was not my fault. It was Dhanush's fault, basically. Because whenever Dhanush as a Kokkikumarr is on the screen, I cannot take my eyes off him. No, I just cannot. Sometimes I feel sad because most people know Dhanush for the Toladi song, not for the legendary role, which is sometimes Kokkikumarr.